Alright guys, got a 2014 Dodge Grand Caravan. So this was in storage for a couple months over the winter, and I went to go pick it up and I saw a puddle of coolant under it. So going back about 5 years, I noticed the puke tank was slowly losing coolant and you could smell it after driving. So it turns out they put from the factory they put plastic Y connectors in here, and over time they get brittle, they crack, they start leaking. And Dorman actually makes some aluminum replacements, so I did that about 5 years ago. There's another one right here. So this one's got rear heat, so I'm sure some of these hoses go back there. And then there's another plastic connector right here. So this one's a 90 degree. So I went to a big box store and I just got a brass fitting and made it work. So I determined that leak was coming from this connection here, one of these two. So I tightened up these two clamps, the leak went away. So I figured, well, I could probably go on Amazon and just find a molded 90 degree heater hose. So I could just eliminate these two possible leak points. And I came up with this. It's a GM 14243S, and then another number is 889-07240. So that looks like it'll work in there. So go ahead and get this old section off here and we'll put this new one in. So if you haven't done this already, I'd highly recommend to get rid of those factory connections, because it's just a matter of when, not if they leak, and you don't want to be on vacation somewhere and have that go out on you. Just one way to kind of bulletproof the cooling system. Okay, so I got it out. And you can see that compares pretty well. I'll probably just cut this down just a little bit to match this better, but you can see the brass fitting I had on there before. Down here, this is what this looks like then. So you have that fitting right there, and then that one right there. So I'll go ahead and cut this down and get it installed. So I never did drain the coolant. I just pulled the hose and let it drain out. There's not a whole lot that came out, so I'll just top it off. And you want to make sure you put your hose clamps on before you install. Alright, so that's what it looks like in place. Looks pretty good. Should be leak free. And I will go ahead and put a link in the description for these aluminum Y pipes and this hose. But yeah, like I said, if you haven't done this yet, it's probably a good idea. So I will go ahead and top off the coolant and call this job done. Alright, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. See you on the next one.